Hey guys, welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I am your Yahelo enthusiast and commander-in-chief, Drooby-Doo.
And I am the biggest Frenda stan in the world, Soroni.
And welcome back to the G&A podcast where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How are you doing, Oni?
I am doing wonderfully. How are you doing, Drew?
I am doing fantastic. It is tomorrow, I believe, is Bo's 20th anniversary of being a musician, an artist. Yeah, he actually made music too. Let's say musician, artist, and everything extraordinaire. All you Inuyasha fans, you better worship. But yeah, that's what's happening with that. But all things aside, all beautiful Boa things aside, let us get into this week news segment. This week in anime. I think. Actually, I want you to go first. Mine is really funny.
Okay, I mean, mine is depressing and also funny. But the world's biggest super chat earner is officially the virtual YouTuber Kiryu Coco, aka my number one favorite virtual YouTuber. They've released Playboard's released data on YouTube super chat statistics that indicate that Kiryu Coco is the world's top earning super chat earner of all time across all channels, not just VTubers, just all YouTube channels. So, as of August 19th, she has earned approximately 85 million yen, which is $810,000.
Millionaire by next year.
And keep in mind, she debuted on YouTube in December 2019. She is also the top earner monthly of all time, earning 134,000 in July alone from just super chats. That's not even counting members and stuff. So that is insane. And if you're curious about who the other top 10 are, they include 6 other virtual YouTubers: Uruha Rushia, Minamoto Aqua, Usuda Pekaro, Kuzaha, Marine, and Inaba Haneru. So 7 out of the top 10 super chat earners of all time are virtual YouTubers. It's just part of the virtual YouTuber takeover.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure they are all women, aren't they?
Yep,
I figured. Well, your simp dollars hard at work.
Indeed.
As long as it makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of things, well, this is not a happy thing. Recent assault arrests in Japan include Pokemon Go players. According to Anime News Network. And so there have been 2 cases of assault involving the game. One was one was a man who's fighting someone else over an in-game gym. And what's really sad about this one isn't the fact that it is the fact that they're fighting over like a gym that exists within a mobile game. But the ages of the men are 55 and 56.
The 2 oldest Pokemon Go players on the planet.
Yeah, they are, and they are duking it out, literally, for bragging rights and for gym ownership. Hashtag Team Mystic. And then apparently almost a week later, that happened on August 10th. A week later, a 35-year-old man was arrested in Sapporo. Apparently he kicked a car and chased the car's owner outside the vehicle and like physically like hit him. And then the suspect said he was walking while playing the game, and then he spotted a car that was like poorly parked in reverse, and then he saw the guy playing Pokemon Go, and then he was like, "Man, I'm really upset that you're playing this game while you parked your car so poorly."
Well, that's not Pokemon Go's fault. That's that guy being an idiot. I thought he was gonna fight him over like a Pokemon.
No, he literally attacked him because he said, "I hate the fact that we're playing the same game,
Oh, okay.
but you parked it wrong." Yeah. Specifically, he said it annoyed him, and I quote, "annoyed him to see someone playing the game in their car while it's parked in such a sloppy state." But yeah, so I didn't realize that like people physically like fight over this game.
I mean, people physically fight over everything. I remember when I was in like grade school, and there was always like a story every week about like some kids were stabbed in a park for Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I mean, while that is stupid and also senseless, it's like, see, those are kids, and kids are dumb. So that kind of goes hand in hand. It's not something out of the stretch of imagination. It's just a sign of bad parenting.
Mm-hmm.
But these are all grown ass men.
Oh, fair enough.
Like, why are we fighting?
Well, if you are a bad parent to your kids in the past, they will grow into shitty adults as well.
Like, can you imagine me like getting mad because you got the SSR that I wanted, and me just punching you in the face? Like,
I can actually believe some people would do that though. Not you, but I feel like a few people would.
Yeah, like people who may or may not be a little unhinged.
Mm. That's why you gotta watch who you roll around.
Yes, that is what we take away from this riveting article. Watch who you roll around. Okay, well that was fucking fly. That was fun. Oh, got the bitch. Let's move on.
Fly killer.
Weekly. Let's move on to our weekly review. Starting with ReZero Season 2, Episode 7.
Yes.
I
knew Subaru would be stupid again eventually.
And I knew Beatrice was definitely connected to the cult. Like, I was like, literally since that weird conversation, I was like, yeah, Beatrice and Rose are connected to the cult. And here we are.
Yeah.
So, called it.
I felt so bad for Beatrice, and Subaru was, like, yelling at her, and she was just there crying. Fuck you, Subaru. I know. See, 2 episodes ago when I said this would happen?
I also feel bad, but she's also part of the cult.
Yeah, but she's cool.
She's Beatrice. I know. Wait, what did you say?
She's cool.
Yeah, she is.
And cute.
Cool. But so I think she might have been brainwashed.
Maybe?
Or I don't know. I don't know her origin.
I have a feeling that book is blank, and it's just like her staring at nothing. I mean, I guess that also means that she's brainwashed or something, but I have a feeling the book is just, if Subaru looks at it, it's just nothing's gonna be there.
Yeah. I don't know. I
don't know why I think that, but I just.
I don't think it's gonna be empty. Maybe he won't be able to read it, but yeah, it'll just be like instructions for her, or maybe someone like, I don't know.
Like the way she was projecting, like everything is the book, everything I've ever said and done, and the book. I felt like she was projecting a little bit too hard there. Like the book is just a cooking book or some shit.
Like he opens the book and it's just a very very long, complicated lemon meringue pie recipe. That's the word I was looking for, recipe. But yeah, well, we don't find out what's happening with her because Bowel Girl. Oh, her name's Elsa. I'm still calling her Bowel Girl.
Mm-hmm. That sounds so wrong.
Bowel Girl?
Yeah.
I mean, she's a wrong person. She's a wrong person. She's a serial murderer.
Yeah, well, who isn't in ReZero? Let's be honest.
Most people.
I feel like this is my other issue with ReZero. It's like there's always the issue where people are just dicks a lot of the time in ReZero. Like
Rem.
Like, yeah, like I was gonna say Rem was a dick at first, the way she kept killing Subaru, but then also Garfield's a dick. Like, it's weird because sometimes in certain timelines, dudes will be like, "Oh, I'm your best friend, Subaru. I'm just here to help you," and then Subaru will die and come back, and then they'll just be giant assholes. Like, watch next week, Otto is gonna try to kill Subaru or some shit.
I mean, but that's the thing. Different scenario, which is something I like about the show. Different scenarios bring out the different.
Yeah, but I feel like these are extreme sides. Like going from being your like ally to locking you in a dungeon is kind of extreme. Like, yeah.
I mean, bitch, situation is extreme. It's not like
or Rem going from fucking slaughtering you every day to, you know, wanting to be your friend is kind of extreme. Like,
I mean, he has the. I was gonna say he has the mark of the beast. He has the witches. Yeah, it was witches miasma, which, you know, if I saw something that like I recognize as like Satan's aura, like in this world, there's something like Satan's aura, why would I be like, oh yeah, I totally trust you?
Yeah, but they didn't do anything before. Like, he's always had Satan's aura, and Garfield was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, but then he like, you know, he kind of opened his mouth a little too much, and was like, I don't know. Wait, what was it that made Garfield like have that conversation? What did he say? Or did he say anything?
What? Who? Subaru?
Yeah.
He just looked really chill and relaxed, and then in the field, he started talking about how he passed the trial.
Yeah. See, that's something. Yeah, you shouldn't do. See, that's when it's like
okay, but he talked about passing the trial last time, and they didn't. Well, they got angry at him, but they didn't fucking lock him in a cage.
Yeah, but that's because he was on his way out. That's because he was on his way out already, and like I said, like other things happened. It's the order of how things happen.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a bit extreme. I mean, I get it.
I don't think so. If I saw someone with the devil's aura saying, "I passed this,"
all right, but if
set up by the devil himself,
it's like, all right, if I had this power and it was me and you, and in the span of one day, like I offer you a ham sandwich, and you're like, "Oh, thanks for the ham sandwich." Oni, let's continue being best friends. And then I fall downstairs and I die. And then I repeat the day. And instead of giving you a ham sandwich, I give you a bologna sandwich. And then you fucking stab me because it's not a ham sandwich. And you're like, if only it was fucking ham instead of bologna.
No.
I always wanted to stab you.
The correct analogy was one day you give me a ham sandwich and I eat it. And then you die. And then you come back. And then all of a sudden, you're like, hey... So, like, this weird thing happened where all these animals started dying around us. But, like, I kind of know what's going on. And, you know what? I'm cool about it. Would you like a ham sandwich?
And then you lock me in your dungeon?
No, I wouldn't lock you in your dungeon. Unless some other shit's already happened. Like, you have to keep in mind...
I'm just saying, these are extreme... I know, but they're extreme leaps in their actions. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because he does
depending on different things. He gets really bad endings. Like there's no in between. There's no just like, I'm kind of suspicious of you, but I'll help you anyway. I guess it's always like they're BFFs and they're like allies, or they're just fucking killing him. This is like very little wiggle room in between those two dimensions for Subaru.
I mean, then what would be the point of the show if there was a medium? It would just be.
I know. I'm just saying. It's a bit whiplashy, you know, just seeing like one character go from being his friend to fucking killing him and locking him in a dungeon next time.
Yeah, he didn't. He just locked him in the dungeon because.
Oh yeah, he locked him in the dungeon, and then afterwards, now he turned into a giant monster who's probably gonna hunt him down and kill him.
I don't know. He just honestly knew too much. Like he was asking too many questions. He was like, da 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 da. How does da 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 da? He was sus. He was mad sus. Like coming from like Garfield's. He was mad sus.
He was sus. Hey, I'm just saying that there's a big degree of difference.
And the first one, he wasn't sus because he didn't know what the fuck was going on.
He was sus the second time, though. He was just like, I also passed the trial, except he was sus in front of Amelia. Like, if him being in front of Amelia is the difference maker when he's being sus compared to him not being in front of Amelia and then them going, like, rogue on him, I just feel like it's a big divergence in their
I'm just saying, if even Otto can sense that like Subaru's chilling, that's a problem. Like,
all right. So if Subaru dies again, and then the next loop, Otto fucking kills him. Can we agree it's a bit weird to have Otto in one loop be like, "I'm your best friend, Subaru," and then in the other loop, fucking stab him?
I'd already kind of killed him once. So ...
Well, there you go. So did Ren. I'm just
saying. No, but see, when that one,
it's just whiplashy. It's just weird.
It was justified why he killed him. Because if not, Subaru was always mind broken. Like I said, it's all of how Subaru interacts with everyone that changes what happens.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the interactions are very, very extreme spectrum.
Well, I'm so sorry that Subaru got mind broken and was like, "No, let's go back and kill ourselves killed." Yes, listen, Otto was like, "Listen, you ain't killing me, not today." Exactly.
Well, in that sense, fine. But in this sense, if he comes back in another loop and Otto sells him out or kills him or some shit, I'm gonna be sus about that.
If he sells him out, then yes.
Killing him would also count as selling him out.
I don't know. It depends. You have to do something really bad for Otto to want to kill him.
I just feel like I
don't want to kill anyone.
Sometimes Subaru would just be like, "Oh wow, it's about to rain," and then nothing happens, and then or like he'll say, "Oh wow, it's raining," and then he'll come back in the next loop and like, "Guys, it's gonna rain tomorrow," and they're like, "How do you know that?" And just fucking stab him or some shit. People are very reactionary in this. Let's put it that way. People are extremely reactionary in this series.
I'm sorry, if you start predicting the future and you have the devil, you're the owner of the devil, I'm not going to trust you.
Exactly. So you're justifying the reactionary nature of all the characters.
But that makes sense, because that's not weird.
There's a middle ground. There's a middle ground. There's a middle ground between I don't trust you and locking you in my slave dungeon. Because you said some weird shit.
Okay, let me rephrase this way. If I had a past where other Satanists have like killed members of my friends and family, and you start doing stuff that looks like Satanists, and I take some extreme action, it's like you can't be mad. Like it's like, oh well, I see how this ends.
But they're suspecting him of being a Satanist from the onset. Like throughout all of these loops, they already suspect him being being suspicious and being in league with the witch and shit. Like, the only difference between this loop and the previous loop where they were chill with him is that he was in an open field when he said, "Oh, yeah, by the way, I passed the test." And he looked more chill. And relaxed.
I think there's another reason. I just forgot it specifically.
Listen, I'm not angry about it. It makes the show fucking silly and fun. But we'll see how many different ways he just fucks up and gets killed.
Yeah, but restarts aside, Otto actually comes through and is like, "I'm your best friend," kind of. I thought that was sweet.
It was. I said it in the live watch, but Otto would make for a good trap.
Yeah. I'm really mad you said it for a second time, though. Like, it really wasn't necessary.
It's true. Everyone needs to know.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you got that off your chest. Also, I didn't appreciate how Subaru was, like, being kind of a dick for no reason. Like, "I can't save you." And he's like, "You save me? Are you stupid?" I'm like, what?
Yeah, he was a bit of a dick this episode.
I really did. Yeah, I just didn't understand. But, I know that's how he gets usually in the middle of the arcs. He usually turns into a dick for one reason or another. It's either... No, it's almost always just the trauma of it all.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. Once he was built up to be really cool during his flashback episode or whatever. But,
Oh, well. Well, hopefully he'll become better after next time he dies. Or at the very least nicer. Alright, so let's move on to Oregairu Season 3, Episode... Season 3, Episode 7. I just dropped my pen in the garbage.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's get the good out of the way. The rap battle is fucking amazing.
I knew it.
The rap battle was legit amazing.
That was so silly.
Seeing them, like, react to it, like Yui's face during the whole battle scene, and then she's like standing there like
She
fucking
pulled out her phone.
yeah, taking a video of it. And shit. That was some season 1 tier genuine grade A comedy. That was perfect. That was my favorite scene, obviously. But even the other scenes where Yui and Hachiman were interacting with the
gamer club.
the gamer club that they set up and everything.
Yeah.
That was really cute and nice. Like when they were all
Yeah.
finally said "ya hello."
Yeah. First of all, if anyone hates on the Yahoo, you going down. You going down. That is cute as fuck. How dare you?
For real. I loved how sour Yui got about it too. Like, stop fucking making fun of Yahoo.
Exactly.
I take this shit seriously.
Exactly. Fuck y'all, stupid insults. Anyways, I'm upset. I was like, don't like. Oh, that's so dumb. Like,
I got mad when they were talking shit about Iroha, and they were like, "Oh, wait, that slut Iroha fucking."
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's so cringe.
Yeah.
What else would I expect?
Yeah,
but they're very fun at the very least.
Yeah, it was a good episode in terms of
Excuse me.
being a good mix of I don't have a problem with this episode. It was a good mix of fun and drama at the end.
Yeah.
And I did like the angle they took with Yui, actually hugging Yukino and being like, "No, we'll get through this and go back to normal and stuff."
But I also liked that before that it was kind of like a declaration of war almost.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a good scene.
Yeah.
My issue is that I just don't like the way it goes from being like. It feels unnatural when it starts to get heavy, like when that Yukino scene, when the moment Yukino showed up, the tone of the whole show just shifted to it's the pressing time.
I didn't think it got that heavy. It got heavy. I feel like for me it got heavy, cause like it was still fun. Like until Yui got there, I feel like it was still fine.
It was it was still building.
They were just doing the normal back and forth. First of all, they did like.
Maybe because I knew something was gonna happen.
From like season, I think because you're.
It's because I was expecting something. I was expecting shit to happen.
You're too much. You're having the anticipation of it all too much instead of actually listening to what's happening.
Okay, but I can't get a scene with them. That's what I mean. Like I'm upset. I can't just get a scene where they're just being genuine and cool with each other without drama.
For the most part, it was like it wasn't like awful horribleness. I mean, and like at least between Hachiman and Yukino. Your Yukino.
Until Yui showed up. And then it got heavy. But that's my thing. Like there's a few scenes sometimes between Yui and
but it's a drama. Shit has to get heavy.
It does, but not like every time that like it gets really predictable, like a lot of the time. Like I said, when I saw Yukino showed up and even though they were having their little casual talk and banter with each other, I'm just here waiting like, all right, drop the shoe, because there's no way we can just have a scene where it's just two of the main characters chilling with each other without some dramatic tension just popping out of nowhere. I don't know. It just feels to me when it feels forced whenever Yukino shows up, and I'm just like, okay, here comes the drama. I don't know. I just wish she would have more genuine moments that were. God, I hate this show. It's making me say genuine all the time now. I fucking hate this. I wish they would have more quote unquote genuine moments where it's just Hachiman and Yukino having a good time doing their own thing. Like what Yui and Hachiman do. They have a ton of moments where it's just them having fun or them hanging out.
I generally like Yui, but Yukino isn't that. But Yukino.
She was in season 1. She was in season. They had tons of banter and they were fucking around with each other all the time.
I mean, their banter was just them hating on each other.
Yeah, which was fun. They hate on they're like tsundere-ish for each other. They both just jab at each other.
But they're not at that point anymore. That's when they first met each other.
They can still carry on you could still affectionately jab at each other,
which they were doing.
Yeah,
until you got Hamon came. Yes, yeah. I get it. I don't know. I feel like it's. I understand where you're coming from. Yeah. It's just like me personally, I'm like it's fine because the most of the episode was like generally like
most of the episode was good. I just feel like this show does it does comedy and characters better than it does the drama aspect of it. I don't know. When I went drama,
I can agree with you. I can
Yeah.
agree with you with that. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the drama aspect is a bit. Even though I do like the angle.
Their drama, like I said, their drama is not like the people who write this. They're writing drama from their own perspective, not the perspective of teenagers.
Yeah,
and that's been a huge problem, especially with season 2. I think like when whoever wrote season 2, I think they were like going through like a horrid depression.
Yeah,
like they were projecting something really dark in season 2. Like I want to be like, are y'all right? Like, are they even like writing at this point?
I feel like the setting would be a lot better if they were in college. Or
100%.
It would be a lot better if they were in college and this was the setup. But yeah, it just feels weird for teens to be this deep and dark.
Yeah, because they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. All right. Do you have anything else to say about it?
Nope.
You good? All right, then let's go. Let's move on to Fire Force Season 2, Episode 8.
This was a whole bunch of stuff that happened in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, so at least we find out how the animals talked and why there's a forest.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they did explain that.
They explained it, and just some woman was like, "Hey, I'm basically Fire Jesus," and she like relit Amaterasu, taught the animals how to speak, grew a whole forest, and then dipped.
What a life.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm like, yeah, it sounds pretty much like Jesus. Excuse me, but then it begins to feel a little more like The Walking Dead. Well, spoilers. The Infernos, they find some Infernos to fight, but these Infernos are like, they're capable of like actual like speech, thoughts, movements, like fighting, like very high thinking, like rational capabilities.
Yeah, which is interesting because I kind of was getting tired of them fighting like just random fire monsters. You know, it's fine. I like that.
So it's okay fighting zombies, but fire zombies is where you draw the line.
Yes, fire zombies is where I draw the line. I just think it's more interesting that the zombies now have like cognitive thoughts and stuff and can actually ambush you and shit. It adds a new dynamic. Also, listen, just because I like zombies doesn't mean I like mindless, slow zombies that just do nothing. I like smart zombies.
Me wondering what the point of you saying anything about The Walking Dead when all there is mindless zombies.
The Walking Dead's issue is that the zombies hardly ever do anything. The zombies aren't a threat.
They're slow and walking.
Yeah, the zombies aren't a threat in The Walking Dead. They're just like
doing
nothing, just chill in the background.
It'd be better if they actually like gained like higher thinking.
It'd be better if they gained higher thinking or were an actual threat in some way. Besides just being like, oh, I locked the door, okay, we're safe from all the zombies for the next 7 episodes, guys. Let's focus on this colony of humans that are assholes.
But yeah, so a lot of decent. Well, I would say cool, but like, well, the only thing that I thought was worth mentioning in terms of like fighting is definitely when Homeboy, the Demon Inferno, like lit up Shinra. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. My favorite part though was the very end of the episode.
Oh yeah, when Arthur just proposed everything. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Like, this is just pie, isn't it? The fucking faces were like, what? The fuck
Also, I kind of don't get that. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird that they evolved so much that the flaming zombies developed like a cult
Yeah.
essentially. It's like, because outside of they kept saying I want to die, I'm just like, girl, if you literally just like wait a few weeks, maybe a month, we can kill you. We
Yeah,
can
like,
do that.
come back to my place. We'll kill you real quick.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm like, yeah, can I just like wait? I'll call my squad over here. We'll kill all you guys real quick.
But then they start mentioning heaven and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all, you guys are crazy.
I thought that was the whole Latum thing. Like, isn't that supposed to be so you can send them off to heaven or something?
Yeah, but they're a cult, so like they don't know that.
Oh, they're like Satanist fire zombies. A lot of Satanists in this podcast today.
I mean, keep in mind, they may, at least one of them may or may not have been part of the evangelist, because the demon one, he's wearing evangelist robe. Is that correct?
Oh, you're right. I didn't notice.
Exactly. So he either could have been part of the evangelist. He could have been an evangelist after he became an Infernal, which I feel like that's more likely because they said he's been living for a long time.
Yeah, they didn't mention that the evangelist, they brought him up randomly through this episode, so I guess so.
Yeah. So I feel like he's definitely tied into them because just because he's wearing what they wear, he's wearing their outfit. So it's just like, interesting.
Very, very interesting.
Very, very interesting indeed. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah, me too. I'm really liking this arc. I'm really liking the season in general.
It's out. It is so much better than the first one.
Yeah, it feels actually coherent and exciting to watch every week.
Yes, agreed. Okay, speaking of really exciting episodes, let's move on to God of High School, episode 7.
You know, once you accept that this is just a JoJo, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, whatever.
Exactly. It's still enjoyable. Like I knew that was going out the window the moment they explained superpowers last episode. So I'm just like, man, I hope he just gets along. Like he just settles in for the ride.
Yeah, I've accepted it. It's just funny how quickly we went from just being like, dude, it was normal martial arts to literally this whole every fight
on their way to say everyone that's coming to this tournament, they all have powers.
Yeah, they all have powers. They all have stands. Dudes that were fighting when they were fighting in the guy's apartment, they're fucking flying. Dude was fucking literally, what's his name from My Hero Academia with the red wings? The new guy, I forget his name. It was literally him. Yeah, no. One person had a giant fucking dragon.
Bro, that was so dope.
It's all right, but it is amazing. Yeah, like once I just let go of myself and was like, all right, I'm just gonna enjoy the show. It became amazing because I'm just like, oh my god, a fucking dragon just ate that thing. Oh my god, this dude has a giant shark fucking stand that eats people and shit. It's amazing. It was really fun.
Exactly. It really is. Like, yeah.
It is a lot of
really
fun.
Cool. Oh shit, what was I gonna say? I will say though, I literally gave 0 shits about the actual tournament. I'm like, no, go back to the commissioner's fight.
Yeah, me too. I don't give a fuck about this tournament right now.
Go back to that, please. So much more interesting.
Yeah, one fight was way more interesting than the other. Dude, even the randomness of the guy at the end just like blows up the whole building.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was the way better fight. Sorry, Jin and everyone else. Jin's fight was fun though.
It wasn't really a fight.
It was funny though. That was the one time Jin genuinely made me laugh this whole season, so I'll give him props for that.
He's so stupid. I don't know. He's so.
I still don't like
silly.
him, but
he's very hot and cold. I mean, yeah, I guess it's one of those funnier moments.
I still don't like him, but he just.
I just wish he had like an ounce of depth to him. And I love how the 38-year-old was like, I can fight, and then she's like, he's the kind of person who never gives up and doesn't lose, and then loses in 10 minutes later.
I did appreciate that they at least, made the effort of giving backstory to these random opponents that they had to fight. I'm like, all right, at least you're doing your due diligence to make sure it's just not no-name nobodies showing up.
Yeah. Also, can we stop doing this whole woman versus woman, man versus
man thing? That's annoying.
That's yeah, it's getting out. It's getting overplayed. Like she even fought someone with that also who also does kendo. I'm like, oh
yeah, and they look
really?
similar too. I'm like, all right.
And then she once again did one without using her sword. I don't know.
You know who she's gonna fight? She's gonna end up fighting the maid from the other guy's team.
I don't know. The maid's looking pretty rough.
Ah, she's got this.
It's looking pretty rough. I don't
Like
think
every team has like the token female in it, and they're just gonna always fight each other.
Yep, basically. I love that. So riveting and exciting.
I mean, I feel like we don't like it for two different reasons. I just want to see a badass girl just fuck people up. I like badass.
I just want her to fight other I just want her to fight dudes. I don't want her to fight dudes. I want her to fight. I mean, she fought that one dude, but he was like a side character.
Yeah, he doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was a side character. Like, I don't remember who he is or what his like fighting style was.
I don't care either.
Damn, I didn't say that. But...
Sorry, random dude.
But yeah, that was implied.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry indeed. But yeah, but fun episode all the same. I'm really looking forward to the next one.
Same. Very fun.
Okay. Also, before we move on, how the fuck is Magic Boy not dead? He got chewed up by a magic shark.
I don't know. This is JoJo. This is JoJo Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, basically. Like, I'm like, I know he got chewed on again, but I'm just like, okay, but is he actually gonna die?
The commissioner dude got stabbed last episode. He just
but he's like a high level fighter, so I expect some kind of bullshit. This dude took out some wand and was like, "Wingardium Leviosa."
Harry Potter versus the JoJo.
I was a little miffed that he was using a fucking wand in a fighting tournament. That kind of upset me. I was like, "Are you serious? We're using a magic wand
when you bring your mage to a martial arts tournament."
Yeah.
The only mage there.
Yes. When you bring a wand to a shark fight.
Yes. Oh man, I miss Nagima. Anyway.
Wait. Oh yeah. There. There. All right. Let us move on to Kanojo Okarishimasu. Episode 7. This is tied for my episode of the week.
Yeah, this as well. It's like a 3-way tie for me.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't go that far.
I'm not gonna award this episode of the week. I know what's gonna get episode of the week, but yeah, it's a 3-way tie.
Oh, wait. Is it a 3-way tie or not?
It's tied for second. Let's put it that way.
Okay, so it's not anything. Got it.
I'm trying to acknowledge it was still a good episode.
It was a very good episode. I think this is a good episode because, holy shit, we did not. I wasn't ready. I actually wasn't ready.
For?
Ruka.
Exactly.
I wasn't ready.
I thought you were not gonna like Ruka, actually.
So I'm not. Well, first of all, I love her voice actor. I need to see who her voice actor is. Actually, while we're on the subject, I love her voice actor. She has a very rich, thick. Oh my god, she's my age.
What are you doing with your life?
Don't do that. Don't do me like that. She's a random character in Code Geass.
What major roles did she have?
Yeah, I'm looking for any.
Oh, she's Karen. She's Karen in Kira no Mosaic. I know you didn't see Kira no Mosaic.
Yeah,
it's not your type of show.
Cause I don't know. I feel like it feels like I've seen her before. Oh, she's Yui.
Wait, she's Yui?
That's it.
Yeah, hello.
I was like, her voice is so nice and pleasant. It reminds me of Good Thing. Right? Of course, because it's Best Girl from Oregairu. That is hysterical.
Wow.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
No wonder.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh, she has quite the resume.
She does.
She has quite the. Oh my god, she was also peeping me.
From what? Oh, from yeah. Team Pop Epic.
Team Pop Epic, yeah. In one of the specials, apparently. Oh my god. Okay. Finally, it stopped.
She's also Koga in Bunny Girl Senpai and Snow White in Magical Girl Racing Project. Interesting. And the elf in Goblin Slayer.
The elf.
Yeah,
like the one with the blonde hair.
Yeah, the green hair.
But the green hair.
Yeah.
I don't remember what she sounds like, but oh my god, she's also Claire from Glepnir. Ah!
Yeah, she does have a really good resume. Oh my god, she's also Calamity Jane in Fate Grand Order.
She's also Ibaraki?
She's also Ibaraki! Holy shit! I think I found one of my new favorite voice actresses.
Yeah, basically.
That's some range.
And this bitch is only
21. Or not 21, 21. No, sorry, my mom.
She's our age, yeah.
Yeah, 27.
Oh. Oh my god. And she speaks English? Okay, anyways. I'm gonna stop shit. This game's her project. But yeah. That aside, I don't know. I just like her character because I was expecting, because like the flip was so like she just switched to a yandere so quick. Like it was like whiplash. Like I'm still like my neck is still broken.
Yeah, she went from just being like really weird and awkward to just being like, I need you to date me. I love you.
And I was like, I started getting the feeling that she's like, oh, I kind of like you and stuff.
Yeah, but she jumped like several steps.
Yeah.
She went hard. She doesn't play around.
But it makes sense because like she's younger.
Yeah, I like that she literally was just like one step ahead of them every step of the way. Like every like when she just showed up at the dude's door while he was talking to Mizuhara, and she's like, "You're living right next to her." She didn't even give him a chance to hide what was going on.
Yeah, the way she was so, the way that she was so on top of him was that it was so funny. I was okay with it. Like it was so funny. I didn't really like. If you're that funny, if you make it funny as opposed to just creepy or obnoxious or annoying, then it's like that's fine because you're making me laugh.
She tackled the shit out of him when he was running away.
Bro, the way she straight up just said, thank you for renting me," right in front of his friend, I died straight to heaven.
I felt so bad for his friend. I'm like, ooh.
Oh my god. I would just die. Wow. That was so awful.
Yeah.
Although Kazu does get points because he wasn't really much of a skis about it. Thank God.
He was good this episode.
Yeah, he wasn't much skis, and he was thinking of his friend's feelings the entire time.
I was actually shocked by that, where he was like, wait, I gotta go help my friend. I was like, oh, he cares about his friend. He isn't just about...
Yeah. I mean, Ruko annoyed me when she was like, no, don't go see our friend.
I did.
But he's like... But he was like, I have to make things right with him, and I can't date you, because how would that look if I'm not with his girlfriend? But we're now an actual couple.
Yeah, his friend would be really kind.
Yeah, they wouldn't be friends anymore, and rightfully so.
I did love Mizuhara this episode as well. She had a bunch of little interesting and fun reactions to a bunch of stuff. Her tsundere-ness is kind of waning on me a bit. Like when they were in the cafe together, and then he was like, "Oh, well, we're dating, whatever, without me paying you," and she was like, "No, I never want to hang out with you again." But like seeing her get semi-jealous of Ruka was kind of cute.
Yeah. Until she was like, "Oh wait, I like making more money more than I like him," Date her. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I'm like, damn, respect though.
We also had there was a new ending just for Ruka, which was cute.
Yeah, which was a cute way of showing of why she likes him. I was
Mhm.
like, oh, that's so cute.
Mhm.
Also, go see a doctor.
Yeah, do something about that.
About your slow as hell heartbeat. Like,
Mhm.
my goodness. How are you not legally dead?
Yeah, fix that. Don't rely on Kazuya to keep you alive.
Yeah. Don't do that at all. Another thing, I love how we're in another situation. Once again, he's pining after another girl, but is forced to date another girl out of circumstances.
Yeah.
We just shifted characters.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I find that very funny.
Now I'm kind of wondering if Mommy's gonna show up again.
Oh, they have to. They have to bring. Now that he has a girlfriend like her, they have to show.
Oh my
Mommy.
god! Imagine Mommy and Ruka interacting with each other.
Oh my god, they would eat each other a lot. Oh my god,
I hope
I'm
that
here
happens.
for
I hope that
popcorn.
happens.
I'm actually going to say that popcorn. For that.
Oh, I would love to see Mommy being a little shady and Ruka just being like, "The fuck did you just say about my man?"
Yeah. Oh no, she would say it. She'd be like, "Just because you're older, can't help it that he's like not into you anymore. He made into someone fresher like me, bitch." Like, oh.
Yeah, okay, I'm excited for next episode.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, this is just such a good like they totally just flipped their character in such a way that it took me by surprise in a very, very, very good way.
I wasn't expecting her to be that fun.
Yes, which is why it shares an episode of the week.
Good.
Yes. All right. If you're done with that, let us move on to Uzaki-chan wa Sobitai. Wa Sobitai, yeah, I said the word. I kind of just like chew up my words sometimes. So yeah, episode 7. Either way, episode 7. Make sure I said that loud and clear. Once again, just another solid episode where it just makes me feel happy.
I related super hard to the later half of this episode.
Oh.
But yeah, no, this episode was pretty fun and cute. I like that before we get to the ending, I like the way they just kind of messed around with each other, where she was like, or where he messaged her like, "I need you right now," and then she shows up at the cafe, and then she just does it right back to him later on. I found that.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. So Sakurai is the cats in the cat cafe. That's how I imagine like you would be.
Oh yeah, I relate really hard to Sakurai.
Yeah, and then I relate to Zaki because I'm just there judging. I would be judging the shit out of you. Like, oh, look at this freak, like petting that cat like it's his daughter or something weirdo.
I like that they cause a commotion everywhere they go. Like as much as I love Uzaki, I would never bring her outside because she fucking she's like causes trouble everywhere she goes.
Oh my god! And this is one of those things what I love about the show. They have such a way to make things so etchy, but like in like the least perverted way possible. Like it's like when Uzaki started like playing with Sakurai's feet when he had like the pinched nerves, and it's like out of focus, literally something totally different, like BDSM thing, and then the owner just like kicked him out. She's like, "Yeah, can you leave that? Can you do that play at home?"
I like that they even brought it up. She's like, "Oh, I want to go back." And she's like, "Well, we can't go back to that one because we're kind of fucking kicked out of there."
Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny. It was so great. But yeah, getting to the second half. What was the part that you identified so much with?
I would say I was a couple of parts. Mostly the being super drunk. Like I identify with both because I identify with Uzaki being super drunk, and then like when she went to the convenience store and they show her bag and it just has like a bunch of snack junk food and some beer. I'm like, oh my god, some shit I would totally do if I was drunk. Go to a convenience store, buy like Slim Jims and shit, and then more beer, and then get totally wasted and sick the next morning. So I related hard to Uzaki there, but I also kind of related to the main character because I have to deal a lot with people being super drunk sometimes and getting them home.
Hey. Listen, it happened once, almost 6 years ago.
Yeah, that was you, but there's also a few other people I had to deal with the situation.
And I was only the one time, to my knowledge. Yeah. It was just a fun, like, haha, she's learning how to drink, now she's 20.
And her just like sitting down on the floor and being like absent, like, I don't want to go home. I'm like, oh my god, I see this when I'm like walking outside.
I've seen that. Yeah,
yeah,
I've seen that. 100%. I got that down to a pat. Oh my god. And I loved her messing around. Like, they were getting to her shenanigans, and she kept like tapping all the buttons just to like charge his account.
His account, yeah.
And then the lady was like, "Hey, stop it."
That and you know, the very, very end where she just like vomits on herself.
Oh my god, that was so fucking foul. That was so gross. I never got that bad. My god. Oof.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I've never vomited on myself while laying down in my bed, but
never,
I've come close. So
yeah,
I can't disrespect her for that.
Oh, I won't disrespect her for that, but I definitely will judge her for that. Jesus Christ. Also, Sakurai calculating the cost to like send her home and at late at night. Oh, I felt that in my soul.
Yeah. Bro, how much is a cab?
I remember those nights when I'm just like, oh fuck, I had to take this fucking Uber home.
Yes.
Yada, yada.
The days before the quarantine.
Ugh. Yes. And now getting smashed costs $0.00.
Exactly. I don't need a cab to get home now.
Exactly. Yep. Anything else?
No, just a cute, fun little episode as always.
Yeah. Yep. Alright. Well, moving on next to Fruits Baskets, Season 2, Episode 20.
You know, it feels weird that we're on episode 20 and it's still not really... Like, does it feel like 4 episodes left?
No, it doesn't. I mean, it's 5 episodes left.
Is it? 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4. Yeah, 5 episodes. Does it feel like 5 episodes left?
I'm like, 25 minus 20 is 5. But yeah, it doesn't feel like that. Excuse me. This just felt like a really out of place Yuki episode, which I wasn't totally mad at because I feel like Yuki had a lot of good moments. Yeah. Like, he has personality now.
It's funny because he only has personality when he's around the student council group.
Exactly. It took 1.5 seasons, but we're here.
Yeah, it was nice seeing him interact with them. I like that they went into the little backstory of the other guy's family and stuff, and that being his sister and everything.
Yeah, that was great. I was like, what?
See her go crazy and like throw a buck through the fucking window.
Jesus. My God, she's got quite an arm on her, huh?
Yeah.
Even when she like knocks the door down with a chair, I'm like, that takes a considerable amount of force.
Do not piss her off. Got it.
Yeah, understood. Excuse me. I like all the random roles for Cinderella play. Like, I love Hana, Cinderella. Even I feel like she's gonna get switched with Toru. I can almost feel it.
I hope not, because I kind of like. I know she will, but I kind of like the idea of like even Toru's little line where Yuki was like, "Are you sure you can do the evil stepmother?" And she's like, "I will be as evil as the devil." I want to see an evil Toru.
A quote unquote evil Toru.
I want to see Toru alter.
Yeah. Them showing Yuki's mom trying to be a mother is like, that was like kind of like, I feel like they had a really weird kind of fucked up message for this episode.
What do you mean?
They're like, your parents are trash. What are you gonna do? Like, I'm like, damn. Like, that's not like the healthiest mindset.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, I mean, I understand because like you're literally at this point you're an actual teenager, so it's like, well, literally, what can you do?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, shit, like you can still feel a type of way. Like I don't know. I feel something like that can like kind of like invalidate, because like people who grow up in like toxic households like end up learning toxic behaviors, and
Right.
it's just like, and then it's like, oh wow, this came because like your parents did X, Y, and Z, and it's like, oh, that's just Sasuga parent Chan, like,
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from.
It was just a little. It was a little like that's the one thing I was like when Yuki was like, "Why are you so about it?" Like, I feel like this is like some super like your standards are literally like below hell for you to get to that point where you're just like, "Wow, she said something motherly to me. That's progress." Like,
Yeah, well, at least she's trying. It's a monochrome of progress.
She's trying to be the thing she should have been her entire life. It's weird. I mean, I understand, but I'm also like, oh, that's weird to me. It's a weird concept.
Yeah, I get it. Other than that, this episode was just pretty tame. It was just nothing really. It was
there. I wanted more Toru Alter, honestly.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed I didn't get more of her. I'm like, I want an episode about her.
She just kept saying Yoon Yoon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I want her to say something witty and smart.
Boo! We need more Toru Alter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is it for Fruits Baskets. And for our last enemy of the lineup, it is Aru Railgun T, episode 20.
Which is my episode of Zeriku.
And also mine as well.
Yes. This was great.
This really was. It was, Frenda. What's her name again? I don't
Frenda.
Frenda. I was like, I know it sounds something German.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, so Frenda, she was having a rough time. A little bit.
She always has a rough fucking. She was getting shot so much. I felt so bad for her.
Like literally, she was getting just lit the fuck up.
Also, I don't like. All right, I get that she the what's her name is like a sniper, and she's like has a sniper in her sleeve, so no one can see her or anything. But I feel like it'd be pretty obvious. Like you're in a crowded mall, and there's a blonde girl with getting shot at.
Hey, can we talk about the fact that this is a blonde girl who's running around bleeding?
Yeah, like bleeding out. You still hear the shots.
Why are the NPCs so fucking dumb?
They are really stupid.
Like they show the flashback. Oh, I guess it's part of like a scene or something. Just bleeding everywhere. If I'm walking around through like a city and see a guy randomly just being like, oh my god, I'm covered in blood and I'm bleeding.
You hear gunshots and she's like, bang, bang, bang. Oh my god, please help me. Please. Oh, this is supposed to be a filming.
Oh, filming. Is this a kind of stunt?
I don't see any cameras or a crew or anything.
Camera, the crew? Like, do you not know that they actually like close off the area? Filming
they wouldn't let a giant crowd of people into the filming area.
without their knowledge or consent.
Yeah,
we're just gonna fail on y'all.
Yeah, and Frenda running around a crowded mall, bleeding everywhere, leaving trails of blood, while you hear gunshot noises and see a girl in the middle.
Well, there was no gunshot noises.
Well, it still makes a little bit of a noise, like pew, pew. Like even with a silencer, it still makes a noise.
Not enough. Enough
that in a crowded mall,
they'll be drowned out by the mall.
In a crowded mall, if I'm standing next to this woman and she's pointing her hand at this bleeding out blonde girl, and I hear like, pew, 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 and I see this girl bleeding out across from her, I'll be like,
you won't hear the pew pew pew.
You will. All right, a silencer is not so effective that you can't hear it from like 3 feet away from
you. First of all, she wasn't 3 feet away. But secondly,
there were people around her when she was shooting. There were people like right next to her while she was shooting.
Okay, but like the only way she could be caught is someone like literally watched her. Like I would say, like her holding out her hand, I'm like, girl, you look weird. Like a little bit. Like yeah, like there are ways you can hide it. Like you can yawn, stretch, yawn, shoot, like, or shoot. Like there are ways you can get around it. But she literally was just like palm out, like, hand extended,
force bullets.
Yeah, it was like she's about to like do an energy blast from like DBZ.
Yeah.
Like, girl, what are you doing?
But fair enough, yeah. But yeah, seeing Frenda bleeding out everywhere should be a kind of a clue.
Yeah, that should be a huge clue.
I felt bad for that one random guy who Frenda beat the shit out of.
Beat the crap out of. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Poor dude. She was so sure. I remember how Homegirl had to drag Frenda away.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "This is clearly not the guy. So we gotta go."
Yeah, nah. That was great. See, that's why I loved this episode, because they worked in a lot of little comedy bits in between all the insane action and nonsense. Like, even the part where the assassin's friends show up and she's like, wait a second, they'll notice me, and they just fucking don't give a shit about her, just walk right past her.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very funny. She was just totally ignored. That was so funny.
I would like her more of as a character if she wasn't so, like, you know, trying to assassinate one of my favorite characters and whatnot.
Yeah, understandable. I'm really mad. I kind of got mad when Frenda thought she was, like, fine. And then she's like, oh, she just shot my left ear off.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, damn, she shot off half my ear. I'm like, that's a lot of ear gone, girl.
Yeah, you need to get that checked out.
It's like, damn.
I also felt like she had like these. I know she's an expert tracker, but it kind of felt like she had these Jason-esque powers where she just like Frenda is literally running through the mall, and this girl is just like walking at a snail's pace, but still manages to keep up with her at every step of the. You know what I mean?
I mean, they stop at some point.
They stop, but I guess.
Yeah, like they stop. What's the point?
I mean, at that point, they should just run out of the mall and just keep. They're clearly faster than her.
I mean, if the person who's like following them can also run, just like
okay, but if they're tracking you like in a mall, I don't think it's helpful just like stay in the mall. You should probably like run and keep going, like jump from store to store, but you know. Run to someplace that has other espers that can help you. Call Toma.
I think. Call who?
Call Toma. He would block all the bullets
with his hand.
Yeah. Even though I don't think they're meant
bullets. Get his hand blown off.
Whatever. They'll give him some other bullshit power to make him. He'll punch the bullets back at.
Yeah.
But yeah, clearly the best part was the final showdown where first off Frenda's plan was great. Having her react to the bombs that weren't really bombs. And then having her like blow out the fucking window and then stuff bombs in her mouth.
Yeah, that was so awesome.
That was really badass. And throw her off the building and then throw a bunch of bombs on top of her and then detonate them all. But it's okay because she's still alive.
Yeah, she's like, hasta la vista, baby.
Mm-hmm. Poor, I keep forgetting her name. I feel like it doesn't matter because there's no way she's going to show up again. I mean, I know she has the Darth Vader mask now.
Oh, Yumiya?
Yeah, Yumiya.
She's definitely going to be back.
You think?
Eventually. They don't like getting rid of their characters.
Oh, tell that to Frenda.
Well, I said get rid of, not kill off.
I mean, because Frenda... By the way, that was really sad at the end, because Frenda didn't show up because she's dead. But...
Yeah! I was like, did they do that because she's dead at this point?
Yeah, she's dead at that point.
Yay!
So, sadness. It's going to be sad that Satan thinks that Frenda just, like, abandoned her and stopped being friends with her.
Yeah, no, she's...
Because we have to make her life even more of a tragedy every step of the way.
Oh, God, why? Not Satan. Not Satan.
I hate Mugino so much. Thanks for killing off Frenda, you dick.
Yeah. I'm glad she is dead. For sure
I
she's
don't, I
dead.
don't think she's dead. She keeps coming back.
Yeah, she does keep coming back.
Yeah, everyone comes back except Frenda. Even this Yumi who's thrown off a building and blown up and shit, does still just comes back with an eye patch and Darth Vader voice
Yeah.
changer.
Nope, not Frenda. She just. I feel like this episode is like a good send off for Frenda. There is their way of saying goodbye.
Yeah. I am glad that she actually got the limelight and all that.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Frenda.
Rip Frenda.
Rip Frenda. Well, we are done with the weekly reviews, and let's head into our last segment of the night.
Mm-hmm.
The filler arc. And my question for tonight is, or my discussion, the same shit. So, we've been watching anime for a pretty long time, I'd like to think, since we were children.
Right.
So, what anime / Japanese habits or customs did you internalize from watching so much, or did you pick up? It could be philosophies, way of thinking.
Mostly
Et
like
cetera.
like I picked up some like random hobbies. Like you know how it is. Whenever watching an anime that's like about something, you want to learn more about that thing. So like it'll be random shit. Like if I watch something that was like about Norse mythology, I would start looking up random Norse mythology things and making connections. Or if it was like back when K-On! Was airing, I would just randomly look up like how to play guitar. I never learned how to play guitar, but I did look it up and stuff. I don't know if I took it in any like customs though, like Japanese customs, other than like food habits. I guess like I like Japanese food.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
For me, with one, I'm surprised you didn't mention is the music.
Oh yeah, music.
Like that's literally how I found Boa.
Mm-hmm.
Is through anime.
Yeah, good point.
Like I always love anime because it gave me Boa. Definitely, I definitely love the food. I feel like that combined with like the customs of like what Jamaican people eat, I become like fearless when it comes to eating stuff for the most part. Especially when I was younger. One giant thing that I definitely internalized when watching anime is definitely like that whole concept of like levels of familiarity to a person.
In what sense?
And like that the whole concept of like we just met, so trying to be all buddy buddy with me in certain ways is impolite. I've actually internalized that completely. There's some ways it's like, but like it's like my own little twist on it. Like if you like say we met the first day and I know where you're like, you're throwing me shade about like the clothes that I'm wearing. I'm gonna look at you a little sideways because I'm just like, I don't know you like that. Like we haven't reached that part where we can like joke around and clown on each other's like outfits. Like we just met. I'm like, that's kind of a little rude to just come out the gate and just start coming for my clothes, like, because I'm not that kind of person. I'm very self-conscious about that. Like, I know we have to build up to something like that. Maybe if we were like drunk, maybe I'd be a little more willing to let it go. Like, excuse me. But it's like you can't be overly familiar with me the way I'm overly familiar with
like your friends,
other people that I know. Like for example, that one time when he was playing Final Fantasy and someone was really ragging on him. It got to a point where I had to like call him out and be like, "No, I don't like this." It was making me uncomfortable. I was like, no, don't say, like, I was like, I didn't outright say it, but at the time in my mind I was like, you don't know him like that. I do, and even then, I wouldn't say the stuff that that person said.
Yeah, I mean, fair
But
enough.
yeah,
It makes sense. I know this is not the Dojin Dungeon, but can I use fetishes as?
go ahead, go ahead, go
I would
ahead.
say fetishes. I mean, like, for example, I have a thing for thigh highs, which are that's clearly a
Mhm.
anime thing. Cosplay, things like that. So I'd say those types of things. It's affected my fetish listing.
Yeah, it excuse me. Definitely the way how I greet people is different. I sometimes I do like a mini bow, and I hate that about myself. I'm like, God, I hope they don't catch it. Like when I shake hands, I always do like a little bow.
I'm gonna look for it now. Now that you mention it.
I mean, you will probably never see it unless I don't know. You have to see me meeting someone very important. Like if I think maybe if like you and I went to like TwitchCon and we went to like someone I really admire. Um, I'm trying to think of someone I admire, but I don't really know that well. Say Pikachu Lita. Went to Pikachu Lita.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably like if we're just shaking hands. Oh, it's so nice to meet you. Like I'd give that little bow, that little mini bow, just as like a sign of respect. Like I'm very big on like respect from watching. I think I got that from watching anime.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for in your case, it's also just Asian culture in general because you do consume a
Yeah,
lot of Korean stuff too.
I do too. Yeah, and it tends to overlap the
Mm-hmm.
concepts. Um, let's see what else do I get from anime? Definitely not their sense of fashion.
What?
Um, yeah, it's no pun intended, but it's always seemed very foreign to me. Like it's like I kind of get it, but I don't. Like they're super well, at least for women's fashion.
uh-huh.
Like they're super conservative.
I don't know. I think
Like
they're trendy. Depends on the person.
I don't know. I never been a fan of like people who wear like a blouse under their tank tops.
Mm, I mean, it depends on the fashion, I guess. Like,
What do you mean? Like not just that style. Like you just
but there's
wear
different types of like style in Japan. Like,
yeah.
for example,
I
there's
don't know.
Gothic Lolita, but then there's also like Gyaru style, which is a lot less conservative.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean those I mean like the mainstream.
Mm.
Yeah, specifically the mainstream. I know they have like very like oh fuck, I forget what the name of it is, where they're like very eccentric.
Hmm.
Something is it something Juku? Oh, it's gonna bother me. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can Google it real quick. Eccentric Japanese fashion. Harajuku.
Mm.
I believe that is. I believe that's what it is. Harajuku. Yeah, there we go. I know it's something Juku. Yeah. That's something I did not. So yeah, that's something that I'm still like, nope. But yeah, I don't know, that's something I was just thinking about. Like when I was like watching them like talk about like their families, I'm like, oh, that's such a weird thing to do. Like I would never. And I'm just like, and I just thought, what things in anime do what I did I look at that were like,
Mm.
oh, that actually makes sense. Also, definitely picked up that very I won't say a humbleness because if you say humble, it's not you being humble.
Yeah, humble
But
bragging.
the whole like the very apologetic nature.
Uh-huh.
Like sometimes I can be very. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's my fault. My bad. I don't want to hold everyone back. Da 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 da. Like that kind of burden. That
Hmm.
kind of. Like I tend to do that a lot, but I think I see that a lot in anime.
Yeah, it's also part of like Asian culture in general.
Yeah, yeah. So most definitely. Do you have anything else to add to the list?
No. I mean, I guess art style. I'm more partial to the anime art style than like Western art styles, like comic books and stuff.
Oh yeah, in terms of cartoons, yeah, I
You know, like
definitely prefer.
cartoons and comics and stuff.
Definitely prefer anime. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna hold you. But yeah. If that is all, then in the comments, please let us know what you guys internalized, what customs, what ideals, what habits you took on or you internalized in yourself from watching anime.
I've learned parenting from Fruits Basket. Yes, and if you enjoyed this episode of the G&A podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can catch us every week as the podcast goes up. Also, if you haven't already, do follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party over on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you would like, you can even become a patron or join the channel as a member and get yourself some awesome, cool perks, like being able to watch the seasonal anime with us. We're watching ReZero every week with our patrons. So if that sounds interesting to you, please do become a patron like all these lovely people on screen right now. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Rest in peace, Frenda.
Yes, rest in peace, Frenda. And I better not see that thing where you people do where you slice her name in half in comments. I swear to God. Have more respect for her than
Yikes.
Until next time, this has been Soberoni and
Scooby-Doo.
we'll catch you guys later. Later!
Bye.